What is up, comic fan? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be taking a look at New Comic Book Day for September 22nd. But first, check this out. This is going to be a huge week this coming week. It's a lot bigger than the past few we've had. There's so many good books coming out, so much stuff to read, so many amazing covers to check out. But before we look at that, I do want to make the announcement that I am right on the precipice of hitting that 1,000 subscriber milestone. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I've got a lot of awesome stuff planned for the giveaway. So many cool prizes. A lot more are still getting put together. But I've already got that first appearance of Omega Red, first appearance of Darkseid. There's some original art from Green Lantern going in it. There's a Negan Lives Gold Label CBCS 9.8. And there's so much more. So if you want a chance at winning any of these prizes and a ton more, definitely subscribe and be on the lookout for the big announcement once I hit that milestone. All right, so let's get right into it. Like I said, it's September 22nd, 2021, New Comic Book Day. For those of us that get DC books, it'll be September 21st and 2nd. So as always, I want to start off with the list of books that are on my pull or read list because I do some digital and I pull some floppies. And first up, we have Batman issue number 113. So this is technically the third part of the Fear State installment. So we saw that Anti-Oracle pop up. We got Peacekeeper number 1 on the fritz. Simon Saint trying to get it all together. And Scarecrow's plan looks like it's going in full force. So, as always with these things, you're going to get a lot worse before they start to get better. And in the process of getting a lot worse, we'll get tons of tie-ins all through the Bat titles and just see how far it reaches across the Bat family. And I'm definitely I'm kind of enjoying this. I'm not too overly hyped about it. It's not bad. It's definitely enjoyable. I like the Scarecrow angle they're coming with, but I'm still just ready to get through it and get onto that Joshua Williamson era. I'm very excited about that coming. Next up, we have Flash 774. So we got Wally really coming into his own all over again, having come back from the dead and kind of gotten his credit back with the community, not just the community of friends inside of the DC Comics continuity, but of the readers as well. A lot of people were still shook up and upset about all the events from Heroes in Crisis and just what happened to Wally ever since the New 52 era. But it seems like we're getting some good footing and is getting back on the ground running. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here. It has been definitely a good read. Next up, we have our first tie-in for Fear State and Nightwing number 84 by Tom Taylor. Now, this is one that I just read digitally. I do not get floppies of this one, but it looks like Nightwing, along with Oracle and a few other of the Bat family, are going to be looking into that anti-Oracle that broadcasted that misinformation message across Gotham. The same message that went out during the Joker War to kind of bring peace to the city was used against them here recently and just shut down that plan. So this book has been consistently amazing, and I'm very, very not excited for a Fear State tie-in because it takes us out of that normal story, and it's kind of a forced narrative for this issue, and probably the next one as well if it still has Fear State going on. But I still expect it to be decent, but I do want to just kind of stay in its own story that's been going on. I definitely don't need a tie-in issue for it, but we'll see how it plays out. Next, we have the long-awaited. And when I say long-awaited, I mean long-awaited. This book has been doomsday clocked. It's been taking forever to come out. We're at a year, and we're not even done with 5 issues yet. But we have Last Ronin issue number 4 finally coming to shelves. So we've all seen the format of this and how it goes. We get a turtle dying in each issue. So judging by the cover, I'm guessing Michelangelo is going to travel over to where Splinter and Donatello left. I think they went to Japan or somewhere to go try to broker peace with whoever. And it's all going to get, those plans are all just going to get blown. You got Baxter pulling his own crap and not letting stuff go down. You got Shredder's grandkid pretending like he wanted peace, or maybe he did, and it's just going to go south. But either way, you got Leo in case he just died. Mikey's going to be rushing to get over there. He's not going to make it in time. It's just become predictable, and just the gaps in these issues just killed my hype for it. But I'm still reading it. I'm still very interested to see how it plays out and to see if my predictions are right. But more importantly, and what I'm most hyped about this series is Big Time Collectibles has these amazing, amazing John Jang variants. So I don't know if they still have any left. If you're interested in them, hop over to Big Time Collectibles and see. They have a trade dress and a Virgin set. And this is the 4th cover that he's done for this series. He was able to so far to do a cover for each one, and they've all just been stellar. So I already have these pre-ordered. I'm looking forward to those coming in more than anything with the series. Next up, also from Tom Taylor. This is an amazing week for Tom Taylor. We have Batman the Detective number 5 of 6. So, God, I've already forgot the name of that bad guy terrorist cell organization. It's been a while since that last issue, but they're supposed to be getting revealed. Who the person is that's been going around killing all the Batman survivors is supposed to finally find out the backstory of who that is and why they're doing it. So we'll see how it goes while Batman is kind of dialing into his Bat network overseas over in Europe. So it's just been a really, really solid series. Also from Tom Taylor this week, we have Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue number 3. So we just have Jonathan continuing to come into his own, get his footing as Superman, and seeing that there's this whole truth network out there and kind of just dealing with kind of a lot of the social problems, dilemmas, and concerns that you would see from teenagers these days. They're kind of taking those problems and putting those burdens on the shoulders of somebody who has the power to single-handedly do something about it, and then adding the question, are you supposed to? Are you supposed to intervene? Where is the line drawn? So it's pretty interesting. It's definitely a cool angle to take, and I've been enjoying this one really well also. King Spawn number 2 is coming out this week. So Todd McFarlane did not lie when he said it's going to be the year of the Spawn. So there's been a lot of big stuff going on with this. We have that villain Kincaid from back in the days returning on a murder streak. So we'll see what that's all about. And the last issue had backup stories in it with the other characters that haven't broke off for their own series yet. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with Gunslinger, Medieval, She Spawned. There's been a lot going on, but not really anything major story-wise yet. It's kind of just still like plot pacing and just kind of scene setting more than anything. So I'm kind of curious to see what the overall thread's going to be with this. I don't think Kincaid's going to be the big bad guy after that last issue. Having that King Spawn was actually kind of like a bad guy behind the scenes. I wonder what's going on with that. From Tom King, we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number 4 of 8. So we have Supergirl and her little companion chasing down the Brigade, this band of space pirates, more or less, that go planet to planet, just wreaking havoc. So the person that they're after that killed the little girl's father has banded with them and is traveling with them. So they're having to chase down these people and try to get their hands on them. So we'll see if it becomes a battle or if they catch up or what kind of shenanigans they get into next, because that's what it's looking like. Every step along the way, they run into more shenanigans to slow them down. We're getting Shazam, issue number 3 of 4. So this series has surprised me how fun it's been. So Dane, the other Teen Titan member that got Billy transported to hell to chase down the Rock of Eternity to see what's wrong with his powers, revealed to be an angel. And we have Neron, who's playing his hand, and he's kind of the one behind all this crap. It's looking like, or he's got a big scheme, but we don't know what it is yet. So this issue might be the reveal of his scheme. And I'm expecting to see a Suicide Squad appearance possibly, because in that last issue of Suicide Squad, they just went to hell looking for the Rock of Eternity as well. So I'm wondering if this is going to end in a crossover of some sort, or if Shazam will pop up in their book. But they've been popping up everywhere. So I'm definitely thinking it'd be cool if they made an appearance in this. And then another digital read for me. I'm not picking up floppies for this, but I'm going to give issue 2 a shot. Eat the Rich, number 2 by Sarah Galley. That first one did not blow me away. It seemed like a premise and a theme that's been beat to death, but I'm still interested enough to see where it goes, as well as to talk about it with everybody in the community. But that's a kind of a big one from Boom that came out. There was a lot of hype around that first issue. Next up, Suicide Squad, King Shark, number 1 of 6. So this is one that was previewed and teased for new Free Comic Book Day this year. And if you don't know, this book right here, if you have the DCU app, you can read it weeks ago. It's already up to 3 issues on the digital first, and it's actually a decent read. It's pretty fun. It's nothing mind-blowing or anything, but I am reading it digitally on that app, and I'm not going to pick up a floppy for it, but I will be talking about it as it comes out on At Week's End every Sunday on the live show. So if you're reading it and you want to come chit-chat with it, join me every Sunday night at 9 p.m. And then finally, on my guaranteed pool list, I do want to go grab a floppy of this. This just seems amazing. Like, it's not very often that Marvel's dropping books that I'm interested in, but man, I'm interested for this one. The Death of Doctor Strange. So the premise of this is, what if Doctor Strange died? What if he was no more? What would happen to the universe without him being the protector of the multidimensional supernatural, being the Sorcerer Supreme? And most importantly of all, who would be the one who had killed him? So I'm wondering if this is more of a what if, or it's actually going to play out the events itself. I'm definitely interested. The cover is phenomenal. And yeah, so hopefully this will be a good mini series. Like y'all see my pool list, there's not normally any ongoing Marvel on there. Marvel just isn't hitting right now. I'm looking forward to the day that they are again. But we'll see. I miss reading all my Marvel characters. I absolutely love Marvel characters. It's just, for me as a reader, it's just a downtime. Everybody has their ups and downs. But there are a bunch of Marvel books coming out this week, as well as more DC and Indies. And let's take a look at some of those. So we have X-Men #3 as well as Moon Knight #3. And this is one that I'm actually interested in reading. I started reading issue 1 and I got interrupted and never got back to it. But my good buddy Pocan Joe said it's a really good book. So I'm planning on catching up on that digitally and seeing if it's something that I want to read. We have Fantastic Four issue 36 and Catwoman issue 35, which will be a Fear State tie-in. Excuse me. But yeah, that's another Fear State tie-in, and Ron V's been writing that, been getting stellar reviews. And then we have Alien issue #7, as well as Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue 6. Once and Future hits the big number 20, and Radiant Black is still chugging along, and that's issue #8. We've got Onslaught Revelation issue #1. So it looks like Onslaught's making some kind of return or comeback or something, just another X title. Onslaught was super cool back in the day. I remember that from when I was a kid. I don't know what's going on with this, or if this is a mini self-contained thing or a bigger picture, but I'm interested to hear about it and find out. Then we have the United States of Captain America issue #4. So as with all of these, you'll get a first appearance of another Captain America in some other part of the country. So if you're collecting all those, you definitely want to grab that one as well. Then we have Batman Secret Files Miracle Molly with a very strange cover. Not big into the anime comic books, but there it is. And then we have Gamma Flight issue #4. So I think that miniseries is about to wrap up. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss this Immortal Hulk stuff when it's over with, even though I'm not picking up that, but it is a spin-off out of the pages of Immortal Hulk, so we'll see. Stillwater issue #10 is dropping, as well as Vinyl issue #4. Then we have Spider-Man Symbiote Crossroads issue #3, and then Aquaman The Becoming #1 of 6, I believe. So we have Jackson with his own little mini-series. This seems like another one that's kind of bridging some gaps with Future State stuff, where he was older and the protector of Andy. But that's one that I might pick up digitally and read. I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going on with Jackson. Then we have Bunny Mask issue #4, and then Batman versus Bigsby, A Wolf in Gotham #1. So Bill Willingham, who created and wrote Fables, is back for this crossover event, which I'm very excited about, though I'm not going to be reading it right now. I am currently reading through Fables, and I'm not reading ahead. I'm not reading any spinoffs. I'm avoiding all of that until I actually get through Fables. I want to be able to soak it all in as it was intended before doing anything else, but I will be reading that once I get through Fables, for sure. Then we have a couple of issue #1s. From Image, we have The Frontiersman, and from Ablaze, we have He Who Fights with Monsters. So a couple of issue #1s to check out. You know, the golden rule with Image #1s are always a safe bet to get, and at least to try them out. So that's all that I have that I wanted to show off and go through today. If you want to know what my top pick for this week is and why you should consider picking up, head over to the Comic Vets YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, because every Sunday, him and I have a collab video that posts on his channel where both of us go through what our top pick for the week is going to be and why you should consider picking it up. And then finally, I do want to give a big shout out to the Augusta Book Exchange. They're the keepers of my comics, the guardians of my pool box. They always make sure everything I'm looking for is safe and secure, right where it's supposed to be. Every week when I come in to get it, you'll find no better customer service anywhere. Paul and Donna are the absolute best. You can check them out on Facebook if you want to follow them, or if you're ever in the Augusta area, do not miss your chance to stop by and say hello. So that's it, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're picking up. Let me know if I missed anything, if I should consider grabbing. And as always, until next time, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.